Okay, what's up, guys? Game Fiend Female Games here. Yeah, it's Saturday, and this is like a fresh drama scripted Saturday. I haven't done this in like 2 weeks, so yeah, I'm back. And another week in wrestling has yet come to an end, and we're gonna just jump right into Raw. This was the best Raw of the year. It seems like every Raw after WrestleMania seems to just be intense, and it's always the crowd that has some major role in it. So how Raw started off was Cena coming out debuting his new shirt, which for those of you who don't know, it's the same shirt that he had 8 years ago. Like it said, the champ is here, and it had the current WWE title design at the bottom, arrow pointing down at the bottom. It's the same shirt, all he did was change the title to the current title that he has now, and it says "Our time is now," and it's white. Same shirt from 8 years ago. They just changed the belt on the shirt, and they changed the saying in the back. I enjoyed his opening promo. He was kind of sort of being a heel with the crowd, even though John Cena is not a heel. He was like trolling them. He was making fun of them. He was like, "Oh, what did you guys expect? Maybe a little heel turn?" And then, like, you know, he turned his heel. I liked the confrontation when Mark Henry came out, and the fans started chanting "sexual chocolate" again, like they did at WrestleMania. All in all, that was a good opening of Raw. The fans were in it. They were screaming. They started yelling BS when Booker T didn't make the match for the WWE title. They was like, "Oh, you have to beat him to get a shot at the WWE title." But that was an overall good opening first segment. The first match of the night was Daniel Bryan versus Big E Langston, and I feel that was an okay match. And we saw Big E Langston by accident just hammer AJ right in the chest, which was, she no-sold it. Like, that had to hurt. I think she even said on her Twitter that it did hurt a little. But yeah, that match was okay. The Intercontinental title match between The Miz and Wade Barrett was a great match. I enjoyed it. Wade Barrett retaining the Intercontinental title, so now he's a three-time Intercontinental champion. I guess the reason why they had The Miz win the Intercontinental title on the pre-show at WrestleMania, I guess it's for the future, to get fans to start watching the pre-shows if a title's on the line, because anything can happen. Because that's the first time, to my knowledge, a title has switched hands on a pre-show. So I guess that was the reason why to do it, to market the pre-show. And maybe if you see the pre-show is probably to get you to buy the pay-per-view. So that was my thoughts on that match. After that was Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter in a handicap match, which I don't understand why this was a handicap match, because Zeb Coulter never got involved. Like, he didn't get involved at all. He was just there on the apron, and Jack Swagger was working on the ankle for a lot of part of the match, and Alberto Del Rio still wanted him winning with the cross armbar, which Zeb Coulter didn't break up. So I was like, why was this a handicap match if Zeb didn't even get involved? And then the cash-in happened, and the roof almost came off. So Dolph Ziggler came down to the ring, and he cashed in his Money in the Bank, and Alberto Del Rio already has catering to the bad ankle that he had, and Dolph Ziggler wanted him winning. He almost tried to win the match right away with the Famouser. Alberto Del Rio kicked out. Alberto Del Rio had him in the cross armbar, but then Dolph Ziggler was tweaking away at the ankle, and Alberto Del Rio had to let go of the armbar, and then he hit him with the zigzag, and then he pinned him with the 1, 2, 3, and we have a new World Heavyweight Champion, and it's about damn time. Like, he's had the briefcase for the past 8 months, it's really time. He came to show the world, and he finally showed the world. And now we're gonna just sit back and enjoy, and hopefully it's booked well, his second World Heavyweight title reign. And it already beats the first because this one lasted more than 2 hours. So yeah, I enjoyed the cash in. I enjoyed that match. It was Santino Marella, R-Truth, and Zack Ryder versus 3MB. 3MB lost, so that was just a bathroom break match. Yeah, the whole thing. Here's the thing I don't get: the Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show feud. I don't understand it. I don't know where it's going. I don't know how WWE is gonna make this interesting, but Sheamus and Randy Orton both wanted to Big Show in a match for what Big Show didn't do, like didn't break up the pin at WrestleMania, and then he weapons of mass destruction both Sheamus and Randy Orton after the match. So at WrestleMania, so Sheamus and Randy Orton want to fight Big Show. So WWE decided to take a poll, and the poll came out to Sheamus winning. Well, that didn't happen. They just scrapped it all together, and they just said Sheamus versus Randy Orton, and winner gets to fight Big Show in SmackDown. Which, that's horrible. That's a horrible match. Sheamus versus Randy Orton, they fought each other, what, 3 times beforehand when they was wrestling for the World Heavyweight title? Those matches were horrible. Those matches were boring, very, very slow pace, not entertaining at all. The only thing that made this match decent to watch was the fans, because they were just chanting outrageous things throughout the whole match, like the whole boring chant, and like the fans, the crowd in New Jersey that night were just crazy. And then Big Show came out to interfere in the match, and the crowd was chanting, "Thank you, Big Show." That was amazing. Oh, and during the match, they were chanting Randy Savage. They were chanting, I think there was a Michael Cole chant. There was a JBL chant. It was like just anything that was not pertain to the Sheamus and Randy Orton match, because it didn't make any sense. By the way, they're 2 faces fighting each other to fight a heel, and this heel doesn't have anything important. He doesn't have a title or a #1 contendership match. So it just, I don't see how WWE is going to make this feud any better. After that was Fandango versus Kofi Kingston, and the fans started humming Fandango's theme song throughout the whole match. They was like I was like, wow, like this crowd is awesome. They even started chanting that we are awesome. Like Raws after WrestleManias have become the Raw to watch for the year, because it's the second year in a row the crowd has gone nuts. And then after that, for the rest of the night, off and on, the crowd was chanting the Fandango's theme song. Like, amazing. And Fandango won that match by DQ. Then we had the match that wasn't at WrestleMania, that got cut. The Bella Twins and Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow versus Brodus Clay, Tensai, Cameron, and Niobe. Winners were the faces, so Brodus Clay, Cameron, and Niobe. Then you have Mark Henry versus John Cena, when they had John Cena win by countout, and then Ryback comes out and beats up Mark Henry, and then he just, hits Cena with his finisher, and then the roof almost blew off. He shell-shocked the crowd when he shell-shocked Cena. And that's how Raw ended. Now, to say Ryback is a heel, no, because the fans loved it. Just how like last year when Brock Lesnar came back at F5'd John Cena, the fans were crazy about it. So that was Raw in a nutshell. I enjoyed it. It was fantastic. The crowd that was the best crowd I've ever seen in life. It made Raw that much better, in my opinion. And we move on to SmackDown. Nothing really stood out to me on SmackDown. The main event was Chris Jericho versus Dolph Ziggler, which with Fandango at the announcers table, and the fans started chanting his theme song again. They started with the da 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 da, and I was like, that should be a staple now for forever Fandango wrestles. Like, you know how when Sin Cara the lights dim to blue? I feel like whenever Fandango wrestles, the crowd should just start chanting the theme song throughout the whole match. That should be like his new thing. So what you call it, Dolph Ziggler winds up winning the match due to Fandango distracts the ref, and Big E Langston elbows Chris Jericho in the face, and Dolph Ziggler gets to roll up for the 1-2-3. Then Big E Langston puts him in his finisher, and then Fandango does his little sexy pose, and then hits him with the flamingo leg drop, and then does another sexy pose. Another thing that stood out on SmackDown was there was a freaking handicap match between Sheamus and Randy Orton versus Big Show, and Big Show just walked away after he got booted out the ring, and the match ended in a count out. But like I said before, I don't know how they're gonna swing this storyline for the better. Like, it's not going anywhere, and I feel that it should just like end. But that's gonna wrap it up for this week's Drama Scripted Saturday. Oh, by the way, Fandango's theme song in UK is in the top 8, I believe. The Fandango Revolution has started, and I think over here in the States it's in the top 200. Yeah, just keep calm and da 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 da. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this week's Drama Scripted Saturday. Remember, there will always be a Drama Scripted Saturday every Saturday, and the reason why there is no TNA news is because I haven't watched TNA in over a month. I may start back next Thursday to get you guys TNA news, for those of you that still care about TNA. But I'm out of here, guys, and this is Game If You Don't Game, signing off. Peace.